Do you know which country consumes the most turkey in the world? It is the United States, with about 2.4 million tons consumed annually. The United States is considered one of the largest turkey-consuming and producing countries in the world. It plays an important role in the agricultural economy in many states. What is unique is that American farmers are increasingly turning to closed turkey farming to mobile housing systems to raise turkeys more sustainably, ethically, and profitably. Come and join us to discover how American farmers develop the mobile housing turkey farming model. How does an American farmer raise nearly 2,000 turkeys in a mobile farm? The mobile barn model was originally developed for raising conventional chicken breeds, and has since been adapted and expanded for larger poultry species such as turkeys, allowing them to roam freely on pasture while still ensuring sustainable pasture structure. Like many other poultry species, raising turkeys in closed cages is considered to be unhygienic. Meanwhile, free-range turkeys without proper management lead to loss of livestock and soil erosion. Therefore, the invention of mobile cages is very effective, while turkeys can still graze on pastures with easy management by farmers. You can see that these portable coops are lightweight, easily movable shelters that provide access to fresh grass every day. They also provide daily shelter, keeping the turkeys safe from predators and the elements. They also provide space for the turkeys to roam and forage naturally. Unlike large fixed pens, these pens are pulled across pastures after 1 to 3 days of storage, meaning the mobile pen can be moved continuously after several days on pasture. It simulates the turkey's natural environment while improving soil health. Because turkeys are larger than regular chickens, chicken coops are designed to be more sturdy, with frames made of reinforced metal or wood. The frames are covered with a UV-resistant tarpaulin or a corrugated iron roof to provide shade. The mobile coop is designed to allow ventilation and allow the chickens to be easily observed. Inside the mobile coop, farmers design automatic feeders and waterers, which reduce labor costs and ensure consistent feeding and watering. You may see mobile barns built on wheels or skids, allowing a small tractor to pull them slowly across the field. Many people think that letting turkeys roam freely on the grassland for too long will have a big impact on the grassland ecosystem. Because turkeys will scratch and damage the green grass, but the mobile chicken coop has everything under control. They only let the turkeys roam in one area for a while and then move to another area, which will bring great benefits to the grassland. Turkeys raised in mobile coops are rotated to eat fresh grass every few days, which gives them access to natural food sources such as grass, insects, seeds, and wild herbs. Being raised in an environment with plenty of space and sunlight promotes healthy muscle development in turkeys. The soil environment is cleaner, with less disease and parasite pressure. It is also seen that this mobile coop helps distribute their droppings evenly, acting as a natural fertilizer for the soil. Although they can forage on their own, most turkeys are also fed supplemental feed, including non-GMO grains like corn and soybeans. These provide minerals for the turkeys to grow and develop. Depending on the region, other ingredients such as sunflower meal or peas may be added. Some farmers also mix their own feed to ensure that their animals grow without antibiotics or hormones. Just because turkeys are kept in mobile pens doesn't mean they won't get sick, so veterinarians may visit regularly for health checks and farmers need to closely observe the turkey's behavior every day. Mobile chicken farms are playing an increasingly important role in poultry farming in the United States. They combine traditional and modern feeding methods to help turkeys live happier, healthier lives and produce better quality meat. Typically, turkeys on farms in the U.S. are harvested after a rearing period of about 14 to 22 weeks, when they reach a weight suitable for processing standards. At the processing farm, each turkey is handled according to animal welfare standards to ensure the quality of the final product. Because American consumers always want to know that the turkeys they eat have been treated humanely. So first, instead of brutally slaughtering, they use the method of stunning the turkeys with electricity before killing them so that they do not feel fear and panic. After the turkeys are stunned, they are bled and plucked. Hot water is used to make the process more efficient. Workers remove the turkey's internal organs, which are then quickly cleaned. The turkey is then removed from the cold water and further cut into different parts and pieces for purchase by institutions, restaurants, and grocery stores. Americans love turkey more than any other country, and consumers are increasingly inclined to consume high-quality organic meat. Therefore, free-range turkey farming is a popular choice for American farmers.
Every year, billions of rabbits are raised on farms around the world for meat and fur. Due to high demand, rabbits are transported in large numbers from farm to farm or from breeding to processing plants every day. So do you know how people can transport millions of rabbits easily and quickly? In today's video, let's explore with us. Airplanes are the fastest means of transport in the world, so they are one of the most popular means of transport for pets. Due to their small size and ability to move quickly, rabbits are placed in plastic boxes or iron cages before boarding the plane to ensure safety during transportation. Rabbit boxes must comply with regulations and must have enough oxygen and maintain a stable temperature during transportation. Normally, transporting live animals by plane requires very strict regulations. A health certificate from a veterinary facility and a vaccination certificate are required. Therefore, if you want to transport pets or any animal, you should prepare the necessary procedures. Rabbits are also transported by truck or car to long-distance areas. However, transporters need to follow certain rules when transporting pets to ensure their health and safety. If transporting when moving from one area to another, rabbits that meet health or vaccination requirements can be transported, because the process of transporting livestock is also one of the causes of spreading diseases. For commercial rabbit farms, transportation is mainly done by specialized trucks. Thousands of rabbits harvested from the farm will be transported to the processing plant in large livestock transport trucks. Each plastic cage can hold about 5 rabbits, then each cage is stacked on the truck to save space. The way to transport rabbits is also quite similar to other poultry. Moreover, the transport trucks are specially designed to help the animals be most comfortable and reduce stress. At the processing plant, each rabbit is unloaded from the truck and begins a processing line. Here the world's largest meat processing plant will be built with a large capacity. In fact, the lines will be designed tightly and according to processing requirements. In particular, they are manufactured according to the standard's current hygiene regulations and compliance with the Animal Welfare Act. The rabbits are slaughtered in a humane and painless manner that does not affect the quality of the meat. Just like other slaughtered animals, all rabbits are then put on a hanging rack and turn the body over. During this stage, the rabbits will be skinned, then they will be washed several times and the organs removed. After removing the internal organs, the rabbit's body is slowly and carefully cut into many small parts. And finally, it is packaged and stored at cold temperatures to deliver to consumers. It's really not difficult to slaughter and process rabbits, right? The most expensive part is probably the rabbit's thigh bone, so this part is sold on the market at a fairly high price. In addition, other parts of the rabbit such as ribs, rabbit ears, lean meat, and fatty meat from rabbits are also products used to make many delicious and high-class dishes. Some typical dishes from rabbits are stir-fried rabbit meat, steamed rabbit meat with lemon leaves, salt-roasted rabbit meat, and many more. A rabbit leg can provide 30% of the daily omega-3 requirement, 3 times higher than other meats, and has almost no cholesterol. Therefore, rabbit meat will be an effective solution to prevent cardiovascular diseases. In addition, the abundant vitamin B groups, B1, B2, B6, B12, in it will protect the nervous system and help muscles develop well, beneficial for the cell regeneration process. Did you know? Rabbit fur is also the main raw material to create valuable products such as shoes, clothes, fur hats, etc. This is considered a rare and high-end item on the market. Once the processing machine has enough rabbit fur, they will sell it to large fashion factories or people who love handmade clothing. The products from these little rabbits are amazing, right? So how do farms raise rabbits to produce millions of tons of rabbit meat and fur? On rabbit farms, instead of raising them outdoors or in greenhouses, they choose to raise them in cages. Raising rabbits in cages does not allow for their natural behaviors such as digging, hiding and searching for food. However, rabbit farmers will provide everything they need here and do not affect their health. During the development process, rabbits are carefully cared for. They will be fed food such as hay or nutritious pellets so that the rabbits can grow quickly. Besides, they will also provide water for the rabbits every day using an automatic system. Rabbits are fast-growing animals with good reproductive ability. They reach slaughter weight after about 3 to 3.5 months. Each year, a female rabbit gives birth to 6 to 7 litters and produces 90 to 140 kilograms of rabbit meat per year, so rabbit farmers often gain high profits and expand their farms quickly.
Hello everyone watching David Farming Channel. Over thousands of years of history, the dragon has become an important cultural symbol for some Asian countries, typically China. However, today, Chinese people have created a unique dish called dragon tongue sashimi. Is this dish made from the dragon's tongue? Today, let's explore with us how Chinese farmers raise thousands of special dragons. In Chinese mythology, crocodiles are considered descendants of dragons, so many Chinese people still consider them dragons to this day. However, crocodiles are not considered religious because they are fierce predators. Today, millions of crocodiles are raised on farms in China, playing an important role in the economic development of local communities. In China, crocodile farms are very large, holding hundreds to thousands of animals. These farms are often built in tropical or subtropical climates, especially in Guangdong, Fujian, and Hainan provinces. The most commonly farmed crocodile is the Yangtze crocodile, which is also native to China, with many farms importing and breeding Siamese crocodiles. Crocodile farms are often designed to mimic the crocodile's natural habitat, with ponds and large sandy areas for the crocodiles to bask and roam. This helps ensure their natural growth and ability to reproduce. Enclosure areas are often segregated by age and size to ensure that alligators do not compete for food or eat each other. Crocodiles are carnivores, so they are usually fed fresh meat, mainly chicken, fish, and sometimes pork. Unlike other livestock, crocodiles do not need to be fed regularly, only 2 to 3 times a week. Moreover, the amount of food is also strictly managed to ensure that crocodiles grow at a stable rate without wasting food. Chinese farmers also pay great attention to the health of crocodiles. Cleaning cages and ponds is also done regularly to prevent bacteria from growing. Because farmed crocodiles are often susceptible to skin diseases, regular cleaning of cages also ensures the crocodiles are healthy. To increase the number of farmed crocodiles, Chinese farmers carry out the incubation process to produce quality offspring. The incubation process of crocodile eggs is carried out in professional incubators with strictly controlled temperature and humidity. The incubation period for crocodile eggs can last from 60 to 80 days, depending on the species of crocodile. Newly hatched crocodiles usually reach a size of about 19 to 21 centimeters, and they can move quickly right after hatching. At this time, the baby crocodiles are carefully cared for before being released into concentrated breeding tanks or sold for breeding. Large-scale crocodile farms in China can harvest thousands of dollars after each sale of breeding crocodiles. Crocodile farming in China has grown rapidly in recent years, providing a steady income for local farming communities and jobs for thousands of workers in crocodile leather processing factories. Yes, crocodile skin is considered the most valuable part and is commonly used in the fashion industry to produce high-end handbags, belts, and shoes. Each product made from crocodile skin is worth from hundreds to thousands of dollars. There are even some of the world's most famous crocodile skin handbags that cost up to $450,000. Not only harvested for its skin, crocodile meat is also becoming increasingly popular in Chinese cuisine, where it is considered a nutritious delicacy with high protein content and low fat. While the meat parts are prepared by methods such as stir-frying and grilling, crocodile tongue is processed into a unique sashimi dish, often referred to by locals as dragon tongue sashimi. Many people may be scared of this dish, but it is very popular with some Chinese people. The preparation method is very simple. Just clean the crocodile tongue and cut it into bite-sized pieces. This dragon tongue sashimi is enjoyed like many other sashimi dishes. In China, crocodiles are also used in traditional medicine to make medicines that are believed to cure lung-related diseases, relieve pain, and boost the immune system. Many people also often make crocodile meat is processed with some medicinal herbs to improve health. Overall, crocodile farming is a large-scale industry, with farming and processing processes tightly controlled to maximize profits. It plays an important role in the development of the local economy, and help farmers stabilize their lives.
How do you feel about this video? Leave a comment below to let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to receive the latest notifications.
Chicken has long been considered the most popular food source for humans because of its low cost and ease of preparation, especially for areas like India and Pakistan where food sources are limited due to religious reasons. Chicken is the main source of protein and is widely used. Today, let us explore the role of the chicken industry in Pakistan. In Pakistan, pork is not consumed due to religious beliefs, as the majority of the population is Muslim. With the religious ban on pork, chicken is the main alternative for millions of Pakistanis. Chicken is versatile, affordable, and widely accepted across all communities, making it a staple food in both rural and urban households. The poultry industry in Pakistan is extensive, ranging from small family farms to large-scale commercial operations. There are an estimated 15,000 poultry farms across the country, with capacities ranging from 5,000 to 500,000 broilers. Pakistan's poultry industry produces 1.2 million tons of chicken meat each year. Like many other regions, the poultry industry in Pakistan is also developed in two ways, namely closed farming and free range. Free-range chicken farms are commonly found in rural areas. Free-range chickens are fed a diet of grass, seeds, insects, and grains, resulting in leaner meat with a richer flavor than commercial chickens. Free-range chickens also produce tastier eggs that command higher prices than commercial chickens. On large-scale poultry farms, chickens are typically raised in controlled environments with feeding and disease prevention programs to ensure high productivity. These farms operate under both traditional and modern systems, with commercial farms using advanced technologies such as automatic feeders, temperature-controlled housing, and selective breeding programs to ensure production. On these farms, chickens are typically raised for meat production, and when mature, they are transported to processing plants. Processing plants use modern technology to transform live chickens into consumer products that are widely distributed throughout Pakistan. These plants are equipped with machinery that automates the slaughtering, plucking, and cutting processes, ensuring hygiene and efficiency. Many plants are equipped with advanced technology, including freezing and packaging equipment, which helps extend shelf life. One of the most distinctive features of the chicken processing plant in Pakistan is that it follows Islamic practices, ensuring that the chickens are slaughtered according to halal requirements. This includes reciting the prayer before cutting the jugular vein by hand or by machine, which is an important part of halal certification. After slaughter, thousands of chickens on automatic lines will be transported through stages such as feather removal, organ processing, and cleaning. The final product is packaged in fresh or frozen form. Frozen preserve meat for long shelf life, especially for export. The poultry processing industry in Pakistan also meets the requirements of hygiene standards to ensure food safety and hygiene. The Pakistan Poultry Association works to monitor and support the industry, ensuring compliance with the standards, national and international standards. However, many challenges remain in disease management and access to high-quality feed. In addition to meeting domestic consumption needs, Pakistan is also developing the poultry export market, especially for food safety certified chicken products. The combination of domestic consumption and export opportunities, this import makes poultry an important part of Pakistan's agricultural economy. The importance of chicken processing plants in Pakistan goes beyond food production. They also contribute to rural employment and support the economy by creating jobs in the agriculture, processing, and distribution sectors. As the demand for affordable food increases, the poultry industry in Pakistan remains a cornerstone of the country's food security strategy. The poultry farming and processing industry also contributes 1.3% to Pakistan's GDP, and is expected to continue to grow in the future as demand for poultry products increases. Advances in farming technology, disease control, and sustainability measures will be critical to the industry's long-term success. In the cultural and religious context, the people of Pakistan cannot develop their economy through livestock farming, so the poultry industry is one of the alternative industries. It not only provides cheap food, but also ensures food security for the country in difficult times. In many parts of the world, bears are strictly protected and hunting is prohibited, but in Alaska, they are one of the animals hunted every year. There are hundreds of hunters in Alaska who go on bear hunting trips every year, with weapons such as guns, bows and arrows, etc. So why do Alaskan farmers hunt bears? Let's find out now.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Oh my god! That's a big bear.
Alaska's vast wilderness provides ideal habitat for both black and grizzly bears, making it a top destination for bear hunters. Not only professional hunters, but also farmers participate in hunting trips to control their damage to bee farms. Alaska has the largest number of bears in the United States, with more than 100,000 bears. This area has a climate suitable for the development and growth of bears, and is also one of the areas where bear hunting is allowed. Alaskan farmers often organize annual bear hunts, especially during honey harvest times. This activity is aimed at preventing damage caused by bears to beekeeping farms. Bear hunting is one of the most exciting hunting activities, as bears are one of the most dangerous prey for farmers and hunters. Therefore, preparations before the hunt are very necessary.
We didn't get it done on a moose, but we got it done on a giant brown. Smoked them. Quack! 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 Ah! 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 Ah!
Alaskan bear hunting can be physically demanding, often requiring hunters to travel through dense forests, mountainous areas, and along remote riverbanks. Even each bear hunting trip can last from 7 days to 1 week, so hunters also need basic survival skills to operate in the wild. The basic requirements for bear hunting are the need for an appropriate license and compliance with strict regulations, including specific hunting seasons and limits on the number of bears hunted. If you do not comply with hunting regulations or do not have a license, hunters can face very heavy fines. Depending on the severity of the violation, hunters can be fined from $500 to $5,000, so hunters and farmers need to follow correct bear hunting procedures.
I just dialed up.
No, he's not that. Not you, not that.
See how sharp this thing is.
Unlike hunting other animals, bear hunting is very dangerous. Everyone needs to be equipped with a full-sized rifle, appropriate outdoor clothing, and pepper spray as essentials. In addition, it is necessary to consider unusual weather cases and encounters with other animals to prepare additional appropriate items. During a hunting trip, the process of tracking and searching for bears is also very important. In some areas, hunters use bait stations to attract bears. Once the bear's active location has been determined, hunters need to find a hiding place to wait for the bear to appear. This can take several hours or even several days.
His shoulders covered in blood. Yeah.
We decided to
In addition to using hunting guns, hunters and farmers also use bows and arrows to hunt bears. Many hunters believe that hunting deer with a bow and arrow is more difficult to take down a bear than using a gun, and is even more dangerous, because bow hunters need to keep a closer distance than when using a gun. If the bear is injured, it may become angry and attack the hunter, putting them in danger. Therefore, hunters who use bows need to have experience hunting bears to ensure safety. You should aim and shoot accurately at the bear's lungs to defeat them quickly and humanely. Do you know how hunters will handle them after hunting bears? They will be processed and consumed as an exotic meat, similar to other wild meats. Once the bear has been taken down, the hunter must quickly carve the animal to preserve the meat and skin. Bear meat is cleaned, packaged, and refrigerated to keep it fresh, while the bear skin is tanned to make carpets or household items. So, what damage has the bear population caused to bear farmers? Every day, a bear can seriously damage 3 to 5 beekeeping farms, causing huge losses. You know, bears love to eat honey and they invade beekeeping farms in search of food. In the process, they destroy beekeeping boxes and steal all the honey, causing heavy economic losses. Even though barbed wire fences or electric fences are used, it is still difficult to prevent bear attacks. Therefore, an effective measure is to hunt bears to control them. We just watched Alaska farmers kill bears to protect bee farms. How do you feel about this video? Please leave your comments below to let us know. Please like and subscribe to receive the latest notifications. And now, goodbye and see you all again. When it comes to Egypt, most of us will surely think of the pyramid symbol that has existed for thousands of years. But few people know that this country is also famous for the most unique pigeon towers in the world. These towers were built in all areas of Egypt for the purpose of raising pigeons. So now, let's explore with us the unique way of raising pigeons of Egyptian farmers. These birds were prized for their meat, which was once considered a major source of protein for the Egyptian people. As a result, pigeon farming is still considered one of the most important industries in Egypt today. They are kept mainly in unique towers that you won't find anywhere else. The pigeon towers were carefully designed to house hundreds, sometimes thousands of pigeons. The towers were made of mud bricks, which helped to create a cool environment during Egypt's scorching summer days. Each tower has small niches, often meticulously crafted in rows, where pigeons can nest. These niches provide ideal conditions for pigeon breeding, ensuring a steady supply of birds, pigeons, and their byproducts. Depending on the region, farmers build different pigeon tower structures, but they all have the same function. Most are built in a honeycomb structure, allowing birds to easily fly inside. The towers are usually cylindrical or conical in shape, ensuring stability and ease of construction. Openings at the top of the tower allow pigeons to enter and exit freely, and the height of the pigeon towers also minimizes the risk of being attacked by predators such as snakes or wild birds. Farmers use different materials such as palm leaves and wooden sticks to create landing spaces for pigeons, making them comfortable to perch. This design also functions to make it easier for farmers to collect manure from the base of the tower, which can then be distributed to the fields as fertilizer. Millions of pigeons live in thousands of pigeon towers built across Egypt. Although the towers are more complex to build than closed pigeon farms, Egyptian farmers still commonly apply this form of farming because it has many unique advantages. Pigeons living in towers have been studied to have better welfare because they are free to fly and forage. One of the main reasons why pigeon towers flourished in Egypt was the use of pigeon droppings as fertilizer. Rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, pigeon droppings were considered superior to other fertilizers. Egyptian farmers used the droppings to increase soil fertility in the Nile Delta, allowing them to grow more abundant crops such as wheat, barley, and vegetables. The use of pigeon droppings became an essential aspect of Egyptian agriculture, especially after the annual flooding of the Nile. When the waters receded, farmers would apply pigeon droppings to their fields, ensuring that the soil remained rich for the next growing season. Pigeon farming and pigeon tower construction brought many economic and social benefits to the Egyptian people. First, pigeons are a relatively low-maintenance livestock option. They have few resources for food and shelter, but produce valuable products. This makes pigeon farming an attractive business for small-scale farmers, because it provides a steady source of income with little initial investment. Pigeon meat is highly nutritious and is commonly consumed by Egyptians of all social classes. Pigeon meat is often stewed, roasted, or dried for preservation. Pigeons are also traded in local markets, creating an economic source of income around these pigeon farms. In rural Egypt, pigeon farming has become a community activity, with families and villages working together to build towers and manage pigeons. Not only does it help the local economy, it also helps stabilize the lives of farmers. The construction of pigeon towers in ancient Egypt was a unique and diverse activity, closely linked to the agricultural, economic, and religious life of the country. These towers not only provided a reliable source of food and fertilizer, but also reflected the cultural and spiritual values of the Egyptian people.
For farmers in Southeast Asia, toads are a nutritious and expensive delicacy. However, in Australia, they are considered an invasive species that must be eradicated. So, why don't Australians turn invasive toads into a valuable food item to make it easier to control them? Let's find out in this video. Cane toads were introduced to Australia in 1935 from Hawaii to control sugarcane pests, but due to favorable climate, the toad population grew rapidly. Over the past decade, cane toads have become one of the most destructive invasive species in Australia. Since their introduction, cane toads have spread throughout northern Australia, including Queensland, the Northern Territory, and parts of Western Australia and New South Wales. They continue to expand their range and spread at an estimated rate of 40 to 60 kilometers per year. To control this pest, Australian authorities have issued many measures to control them. One of the measures to control cane toads is to use traps. This is the most common method used by both professionals and community groups to kidnap sugarcane. Because traps can catch large numbers of cane toads in the wild, trapping toads is usually done at night because this is the time they are mainly active. Some hunters also use guns to hunt toads. Sounds unbelievable, right? This is completely true in Australia, but only a few hunters use this method because it is quite expensive, so it is not very popular. Although killing toads with guns is not easy, professional hunters can easily take down toads with just one shot. Trapping and cane toad capture are direct methods of control, often involving the large Australian farming community. Volunteers go out at night with lights and capture cane toads by hand. Once collected, the toads are humanely disposed of in accordance with animal welfare standards. So, what effects do cane toads have on agriculture and the livestock industry in Australia? Although cane toads were originally introduced to control agricultural pests, they have also become a pest. Cane toads do not significantly reduce insect populations, but instead cause problems for livestock, especially if animals come into contact with the toads or their toxins. In particular, livestock and poultry are also negatively affected by toad populations. Not only that, toads also affect feed storage areas, causing large amounts of livestock or poultry feed to spoil, causing a direct impact on the farm owner's economy. Cane toads eat a variety of insects and small animals, causing a decline in the food source for native species and disrupting local ecosystems. Cane toads secrete a potent toxin from their parotid glands that can be fatal to animals that attempt to eat them. Many native Australian predators such as snakes, lizards, birds, and even crocodiles have died after eating cane toads, leading to a decline in their populations. While cane toads are not a direct threat to human health, their toxins can harm pets and children who come into contact with them. Due to the above threats, cane toads are believed to have impacted indigenous communities, especially those who rely on hunting native wildlife for food and cultural practices. Measures to reduce cane toads have been applied by Australian farmers for nearly a decade, but have not really eliminated this species. Because cane toads are extremely difficult to eradicate due to their high reproductive rates, on average female toads can lay up to 30,000 eggs at a time, and in particular, they have the ability to adapt to many different environments. Therefore, the problem of controlling cane toads has become increasingly complicated and difficult. So, why don't Australians eat toads to reduce invasion? The main reason is that cane toads have toxins similar to pufferfish. This amphibian secretes a very strong toxin called bufotoxin, which is secreted from the salivary glands behind the eyes. This toxin can cause serious illness or death in most animals, including humans, if ingested. This poison affects the heart and can lead to cardiac arrest, making the consumption of cane toads extremely dangerous. Because of their toxicity, Australians do not dare to eat them. But, in contrast to Australians, toads are a favorable dish of Vietnamese people and some Southeast Asian regions. Vietnamese farmers are very skillful in processing toads. They know how to remove the toxins and process them into delicious dishes. Vietnamese people have eaten toad meat for decades. This is a quite expensive dish and is considered a specialty in many regions. Even the number of toads in the wild has decreased sharply because they are used as food. According to research, toad meat contains higher amounts of protein and zinc than other types of meat such as beef and pork. So, it is used to improve the health of people and children with rickets, malnutrition, and slow growth. Specifically, in 100 grams of toad meat, there are 55.4 grams of protein and 65 milligrams of zinc. However, to prepare toads into a dish, the processors need to have experience in preparing them because they are no different from the Japanese pufferfish dish. The toad's internal organs and skin are carefully removed to avoid harm to health. If Australians knew how to process toad meat, surely they would not have become an invasive species, right? Our video today is over. How do you feel about the video? Please leave a like button, subscribe, and comment to support our channel. And now, goodbye and see you all again.